hate speech laws should not exist because freedom of speech was invented to protect hate speech. So the very thing, the strategy that the British government is using and that other governments around the world are using, other governments around the West are using, is that you can have your free speech. You have free speech. Speak freely, but you can't be hateful. You can't say hateful things, right? So obviously this destroys free speech because practically anything that you say complaining about anyone in any way can be constructed to be hate speech if the government wants to do that. And what that means is that you no longer have the freedom to talk. So if you can't express opinions about particular movements or particular groups online in a tweet, because that might get you thrown in jail, you're no longer living in a free country. And if this is happening only or mostly to whites who complain about some sacred woke category, if you're because this is happening when people in Britain complain about the trans ideology, or when they complain about the operations that they do on kids, or any kind of complaint against the activities of very ideological members of the LGBTQ community, or if you're complaining about the intimidation that people are suffering in the streets from Muslims or anything like that, police officers show up at your door and they arrest you and they throw you in jail. But if Muslim rape gangs at the same time get away with it, because the British authorities do not want to offend the Muslim community, right? They're worried that they will be accused of Islamophobia if they prosecute Muslim rape gangs that are preying on white working class girls in Great Britain, right? If these two things are happening at the same time, right? You tweet against Muslims, you go to jail, but Muslim rape gangs that violate white girls, those can operate because the British government is afraid of hearing that it is Islamophobic.